Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
What's up, guys? This is Smoke Ganja coming to you live from the world famous Ganja Lounge here in the United States for a brand new episode of High Score. I am your host, Smoke Ganja. Alright, guys, we're taking a little break off of Yakuza to play something different. I'm going back into medieval times. Play some Kingdom Come Deliverance for the PlayStation 4. This one is also a very long platinum to achieve. So it's going to take us a while to get this platinum as well. Sit back, relax. We have all the DLCs. The game. What's that? Yeah, I took him out. Alright, then you show. I think is the air on? Alright, we're gonna do normal mode. I think there's one. Yeah, there is one where you have to do it on hardcore difficulty. It's only saying one playthrough though. Complete the game again, except aiming purely for the Merciless and Virgin trophies. So for the Merciful and the Virgin trophy, the Merciful trophy, you have to do it without killing anyone. This guide will not cover hardcore mode. Please see my hardcore mode guide. Virgin, you have to do it without sleeping with anyone. Obtaining the Platinum Trophy will require you to complete the following tasks. Complete the main story, complete both romance quests, make sure to reload previous saves, and earn any miscellaneous trophies along the way that take your fancy. Play and enjoy the experience. Go for the rest. Yeah, I think we might. I think I might do 2 playthroughs. Because they're saying you can do it all in one playthrough, the merciful and the virgin, without killing it. But I wanna actually experience. So we're just gonna go in. Blind. Any missable? There are a bunch of missable trophies. Kingdom Come Deliverance, an open world RPG set in medieval Bohemia in 1403 that is heavily focused on realism. The trophy list for this game is jam-packed with different tasks to complete. The game can prove to be difficult at times, particularly in early game when your skills are low, you have no money, and you are weak. Some areas such as leveling skills, earning money, and exploring can be real grind which is why this guide is set to 100 hours. Obtaining the Platinum Trophy will require you. Let's just do it. Normal mode. Can I pause?
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher. Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
In character, by means of your first two choices in the dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. Okay, so I can do...
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
I'm gonna do speech and strength.
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong, I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
To your father. Due to the sword fighting lesson.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzik. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
But you discovered goats. That's the city that we're in. See any food, pick it up in the inventory in the tab. Food, select what you want to eat, then eat it by holding X. So I want to read that one thing that is said in the very beginning. So the early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. But now, with his son, Wenceslas, the idol, flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV, but he died. And then his son, Wenceslas, the idol of Bohemia, the idol on the Bohemian throne was falling into disarray.
I could do with a bite to eat.
The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided to take drastic steps to restore order to the empire. All right, so his Widsoe was the original king's son, and the original king, and then his half-brother came in and took it over. It's basically the gist of it. Picks it up weird. Right. Jeez. Okay. I don't know what these are. What are they? Weapons? Food. My stomach is rumbling. Can't delay, no time. To eat an apple. Where's my hunger bar? Energy. Nourishment. Nourishment? Okay, nourishment went up. Some bread. Some cheese. My energy went down from eating the cheese. making me fart. Alright, and my lentil soup. Damn, we're stacked with food. Mother, are these all the clothes I have? And do our day's work. The compass will tell you where you go in the quest you are pursuing. Just head for the active objective waypoint. Go to Father. What a lovely day. Ah, Papa.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Persuasion. Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. So symbol, the mouth symbol, you can simply use speech, which, however, is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're talking to. The heart with the crown. In the Middle Ages, social status was prominent, so the quantity, quality of your attire and how well groomed you are together with your reputation can make a big difference to how people respond to you. Okay. And the two swords, if you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and will also be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the deterrent effect of your weapons and equipment, but other things are also taken into account, such as blood stains on your clothes. What? Okay, this is going pretty deep. All right, and then the money symbol, you can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You just have to agree on a persuasive sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping. And then, what's that? Like cows? Oh no, that's a horse. In special cases, you can try any other skill, horsemanship. It's not only the manner of persuasion that's important, but also the specific offer, because sometimes it's not enough just to choose according to your highest characteristics. You have to really read what you're going to say. Okay. All right. So the mouth is just plain speech, influenced by your reputation. The heart is if you look good, how fancy you look. The swords is how dangerous. If you look dangerous, the money is bribing, and then the other one is horsemanship, whatever that means. Close. Next page. Jesus, how much is this? Oh, 2 pages. But different approaches work on different people. You won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value. Simply what? That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value. You mean like they all go to like one thing? But compared with the abilities of his counterpart, you can see the values of the various abilities. But compared with the abilities of his counterpart, you can see the values of the various abilities in the game under corresponding icons. You can always see your own abilities. Your counterpart's abilities are visible to you if it's someone you know well, or if you're skilled at reading people. Your money, the amount you have to pay. Okay, that makes sense. Total speech skill, total charisma, total strength. Okay. The level of your reputation with your counterpart, 27. That's just an example. Okay. It's not just about stats, though. The outcome is influenced by other factors, e.g., your reputation, whether you're dirty or bleeding. If you can't outdo the nimble tongue of a merchant, for example, you may want to poison him. Poison him a little first, and then he will be easier to persuade. Or if you lead a guard away from his friends, he'll be easier to scare. Okay. All right, let's do it. So I'm looking at 2, 7, and 3. Father, 100%. And all his shit is on question marks. What the hell?
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on
Of
your way
course.
home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Buy a bag of charcoal. Collect the money. We gotta collect the money first. How can I see the map? Can I not see like a map? You can't delay. If I go this way. Stuff. If you want to sneak in somewhere, make sure no one sees you or hears you. Whether you're seen or not depends on the light and your clothing. Whether they hear you depends on the surface you're moving on and whoa. I'm guessing like what you're wearing. Like if you're wearing like chainmail and all that, probably gonna be more. Yeah, your attire, especially footwear. Um, just the guard. How do I see like my quest too? Oh wait. Uh, yeah. Quest log. Unexpected visit. We finally got some fine spring weather, but still, I slept late in the morning because I was out celebrating until late in the evening. It was a bit hard getting out of bed in the morning. So we gotta pick up the cross guard at the castle. D. Says on the right. We finally got some fine. In the end, the bright sunlight woke me. With a little help from my parents, I went to help father in the forge as I'd promised him the day before. But first, he wanted me to run some errands for him. I started getting some training in sword fighting from a mercenary who turned up in Skalitz recently. Father and mother mustn't find out. For some reason, they don't want me to learn to defend myself. I got a bit of a cut in yesterday's lesson, though. We're supposed to meet by the alehouse again today. I have to go to the market and buy charcoal for father for the forge so he can finish the sword for Sir Radgitz. Great. I've got the I've got to get the money for the other things from Kanish, who owes father money. He's too soft on that drunk. I suppose he feels sorry for Kanish since his wife ran off, but I'm damned if I know how I'm supposed to get money out of him. Finally, an errand I can actually enjoy, the cross guard for the sword. I'm helping father make his arrived from Sasu, and I've got to go to the castle and pick it up. This is the one that I'm confused about. Like, what is a cross guard? Pick up the cross guard at the castle. Finally, an errand I can actually enjoy, the cross guard for the sword I'm helping father make has arrived. Oh, okay, I get what he's saying. So, like, the package arrived from Sasu, and I've got to go to the castle and pick it up. Okay, and then the last thing, it goes without saying, I also have to bring ale for father. I've been doing that since I was big enough to carry the pitcher, fresh and cool, as always, to quench the heat of the forge. But I'll have to get that last, so it doesn't get warm. All right. Hello, chaps. I have a package to pick up. A cross guard.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The
So
Chamberlain gave
sounds a
them to us for
million.
you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Oh, he had it right there. Okay.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Oh, Henry. Easy there. Pick up the cross guard. Got it. On to the next one. Hello. That was like Samazon right there. It's like Amazon, but they ship it over to the castle. We just got our package from Shamazon, the village. They usually have everything that you want there.
One sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the
Oh,
one who
we
holds
discovered
the key to the
charcoal.
dungeon.
These are strange times, strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzig, I think you know the answer.
True, but where will Taratsi take the silver? Hardly to Kuttenberg. Now
I don't want to
citizens
interrupt.
bend their knees to sing.
Alright, so we gotta.
God save you, Henry.
Perhaps Sir Radzig is keeping it at the castle until his own unhappy story reaches.
God be with you.
In shops, you first have to put your purchases into your basket and then either confirm the purchase or square or try to haggle. The amount you have to pay is always shown on the top of the screen. Oh shit, wait, no, wait. Sorry, sir. I have to get the money first. I'll be back. I need some coal. Yeah. See the B or the E? Question. He's a C. How do I sprint? R3 is to crouch. Is that him? Hey, yo. Got our money?
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Oh, what do I want? I think you. What do I want? About money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owed for
Schmeckles.
the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
What? Oh, he did not just push me off like that. Pay for the tools, at least. Okay.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Did you? He, did he just? He did not. Age 31. Barely know him.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Goodbye.
Let's go. Here we go. Unarmed combat. Hook. Strong, slower. Okay, so that's a heavy attack. Light attack. L2. Kick. Opponents away. Or 3 to lock onto opponent. Okay. Block. It's good to know. Yeah, what are these stats down here? Opponent. Your wound. Icons that notify where you're wounded and if you're bleeding. Health. If you cover yourself badly and your armor is weak, strikes will wound you. Heavy wounds will lead to bleeding, and bleeding will lead to death. The more your health is depleted, the lower your maximum stamina. Alright, the yellow bar is my stamina. If an opponent's strike hits your armor or you block it, it will cost you stamina. When your stamina is completely depleted, you won't be able to defend yourself and will be wounded. Attacking will deplete your stamina, especially when wielding a heavy weapon. Alright, so opponent. The purple is the opponent's health. This indicator shows roughly how much health your opponent has left. The more wounded he is, the slower he'll attack and react. When the end is near, he may either try to flee or surrender. Okay. Lock on. Okay. I'm gonna try to kick him away right now. I got him under his guard down. So as soon as this thing closes, I'm gonna kick the fucking shit. Oh fuck! I missed.
Come and get it.
Well, yeah, come on. Oh. Fuck! Oh shit! Picking on me.
Herrgott. Take that!
How's he able to grab me like that?
Come on!
I hit him. Okay, I see like the right stick is like. Piece of shit.
Bugger!
Yeah, bugger what?
You're going to cry now. You bastard. Stop! You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Most of the quests can be completed in different ways. Some people can be persuaded, some can be robbed, and if you'd rather not be around the bush, violence can also be. Okay, so wait, I wasn't done. Wait, so what's the quest now? Right, bag of charcoal. Tried to get it back another way. How's this for another way? I ain't fucking done, bitch. That's right.
Show what you're made of.
Oh, fucker. Fucking, he keeps on fucking kneeing me in the fucking face. Fucking fat. Piss off, mate. How do I grab? Look, that's the only thing you can fucking do. The only fucking thing you can fucking do. So, fucking only. Fucking piece of shit.
Curse it! Now.
Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking dying for this money. Bitch. Think I'm gonna let you go?
Yo!
How about that? Fucking triple hit right there. You ready to give me my fucking money? You piece of shit. Ugh. 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 Give me my fucking money. Ugh. Ugh. Let him go, disarmed. End dialogue, continue combat, release him unconditionally. No, what about my fucking money? Let him go. Release him, let him go. Disarmed. Those two are basically the same thing. Continue combat.
I'll let you go, but the weapon stays here.
What's to be done?
Piece of shit. The fuck out of here. The weapon stays here. You must steal. If you must steal, make sure. What? What do you mean? How am I stealing? Am I not supposed to take the hammer, the nails, and the axe? I'm fucking dying over here. Go where you're not supposed to. People will first warn you before calling. The hell is this? Some Smeckles?
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Right, oh yeah. Don't mind if I lose my broken jaw.
Hey!
Oh. Hey.
What do you want here? Hop it or I'll call a guard.
You owe me money.
Enough for you.
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
I'm fucking out of here. Mama. Oh, I'm not done, Father. Mama.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Heyo. Oh, hell yeah. She kissed my boo-boos. Alright. Who the fuck was that motherfucker, huh? Still owes me some money. I gotta get some lockpicks. I'm gonna go back in there. Tried to get the axe, hammer, and nails. Got the axe. Okay, so optional. Get a lockpick from Fritz to open Kineshi's chest. That's a banner with no symbol.
Welcome, Henry.
Hello. Are you gonna ask me to play a game? I'm good. He already has it set up. The pieces set.
Axes, rakes, hoes. Get the best right
here. Cabbage. Oh. Fuck is this guy?
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy.
There goes the map. Wait. I can't zoom in. It's a shitty map either way. It's like fucking a kid drew this map. Let's get to the sword fighting. Beat.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Hail to the... Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
Oh, it was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man.
Yeah.
And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual. So, can we get started?
Let's do it.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Oh, well, he's easy there. In combat, you're locked into your opponent. You can move around him using the analog stick. You can unlock from your opponent at any time by holding. Okay.
You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Now you're getting it. All right. Nice. Now you're getting it. Nice. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Nice. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
The window of opportunity is between striking at the opponent and the end of the swing.
Nice. Nice. Fine. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Alright. I'll see you at the ale house later. Oh, that's a sprint. There we go.
Henry's come to see us.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you,
So
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on
Henry
here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting shit. What?
Just
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their...
Who the fuck are all these people
Yes,
they're
but
even mentioning?
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'd be
Perfect.
happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
I don't guys, give me a second. But last for a house full of shit. This is his house. Alright.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you. Madam, mind if I sit?
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, doshes.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Bring it on!
Bullets!
Kurwa!
Take that! What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catapult is on its way!
Damn! Let's go! Run, you
Yo, so you guys gonna help me get this money?
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? And Only Stray not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Gotta wait for his lad to come in.
Welcome, Henry.
Yep.
Oh, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Cow?
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
You coming?
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just try it, you old drunk.
Help me, guys. Keeps on doing that shit. There we go.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Don't fucking mind if I do. The wife in here too? Fucking lucky, Cornish. Don't let this fucking happen again.
You got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Oh, the last, okay. Remember what happened today. Yeah?
How are you, Henry?
Greetings. God be with you.
So. So I got 5.2 back. And if I want to buy the charcoal costs 0.5. This one. Check basket. Haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye?
Haggling works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell. Okay. Okay. I'm willing to pay you handsomely for this one piece of charcoal. Oh. Hmm.
All right, so.
Damn. I need 10. I need 9 more charcoal.
Take care.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Right, so 0.5 per charcoal, right? That's outrageous. I'm willing to pay 4.
Are we agreed?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
$4.2. Meet me halfway.
Aye, that would do it.
Alright. The last thing I need to do is buy the ale. I went to the castle and picked up the crossguard and pommel. The last things needed for putting the sword together. I met again with the mercenary who's been teaching me to sword fight. This time I didn't get cut like before, but I'm afraid when father and mother see my bruises, they might suspect I'm learning swordplay behind their backs. There was only Decius's wife to stop us from avenging the assault to our good king. With the aid of a big pile of manure, getting her out of the way was a big problem though. So soon, we could get down to redecorating Dutch's house. I'm sure the Duchess will love the way we decorated his house with horse manure. Unfortunately, we were interrupted during our creative work by Duchess's son, Hans and Zanshek from the mill. We got into a bit of a brawl with them. That was fun. We covered Duchess's house in so much shit. He'll be lucky if he can find the door. Maybe that will teach him not to insult our king. I think we got the message to his son Hans too, with the help of a few punches. Only then the catchpole turned up at just the wrong moment. Pooches had a locked chest at home that I couldn't get into easily. I needed to lockpick it from Fritz. I figured stealing from a thief was no sin. Couldn't get any coin out of Kinish, but I did get some things from him I can sell to cover his debt. I opened Kinish's trunk and found the hammer and the nails he hadn't paid for, as well as a few other things. I also took back the axe he got from father. I could get enough money to cover the cost by selling everything. Getting the money for the shopping was the hardest part, but in the end, I got the charcoal, and now there's nothing to stop us finishing the sword. Last thing we gotta do is get the ale.
Henry,
Bianca.
I'm glad. Oh,
Bianca.
God.
Bianca.
Huh.
Oh.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Saving the game. The game saves automatically at important moments during quests and when you sleep in your own bed. To save it immediately, drink Saber Snaps.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Excuse me. It goes without saying that I also have to bring ale for father, fresh and cool. I've been doing that since I was big enough to carry the pitcher. I used to think father was a drunk, but when he let me start blacksmithing, I got near enough to feel the fury of the forge. I finally understood why man might need a pitcher of cool, bitter ale for this job, just as long as you don't overdo it. So I've got everything father wanted now to get back to the forge to help him finish making Sir Rigger's sword.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
I tried.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
That will do.
Just wondering,
Go and get those
will you
damn
be going
nails.
to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
What?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
We're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Ooh, our first trophy. Black Mist Sun. Complete the first quest. Puts me at 1%. Run. My hometown was attacked by foreign soldiers and many people slaughtered. I cannot get inside the castle before they closed the gates, so they sent me to Townburg to warn the people there in case they faced this similar fate. Now I have to make it to Tamburg in one piece. Oh my god, my parents have been killed. King Sigmund's army raided scouts and slaughtered everyone who crossed their path, including my mother and father. I have to flee and warn the others. I have to get hold of a horse.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Call your horse anytime by whistling triangle. Trot is the default speed. Speed and stamina. Oh! Oh shit.
You pig!
I'm
Don't
dead.
touch me, or I'll kill you!
Oh shit. Oh, oh shit. Oh. From where? Jesus Christ. Ooh.
Yeah.
The hell's up?
Yeah. 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 Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there no way for me to turn my head to look behind me?
Yeah. 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 Run for it. Yeah. 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 Max to the left. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that's Ruby's left. Yeah. 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 Go! They'll kill you all! Yeah. Flee! Yeah. Yeah. Run for it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my horse there.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it.
Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Help! Scarlet has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Hosungine! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I was after the Scalets. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Right, so that's my village right there. So I rode all the way through. Tamberg.
I heard about your father.
My hometown was attacked by foreign soldiers. I managed to get hold of a horse to ride to Tamburg as quick as possible and warn them there. I succeeded in the end, although it almost cost me my life. Those foreign mercenaries of Sigmund are skilled at archery on horseback. They pursued me, and I took an arrow in the leg. It's a wonder I didn't bleed to death. I told Sir Davish about the terrible fate of Skalitz. After a briefing with his captain, Sir Robert, he decided it would be fertile to go to Sir Richard's aid instead. And instead, they would prepare Tamburg Castle in case Sigmund could descend on them too. And then he told his captain to take charge of me, Sir Robert. Tell me to eat first. I only realized how hungry I was when he started talking about food.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had a fine reputation. It's a great loss. Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Must eat.
The longer you go hungry, the weaker you get and you can even die. Different foods have different properties, but won't fail you. An apple won't fill you up like a roast duck, but it will stay fresh for longer. Some foods can be more effective for healing.
Seems I'm not good enough for the jet.
Oh, Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
You've eaten too much. You won't be hungry for much longer time now, but you will be clumsy. That's just it. Good thing I'm going to bed. Nope. Oh, time.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
She wants a D.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I ran as if my life depended on it, which it did. But my guardian angel watched over me and I made it to the mill below the castle.
It's as well you did. The Lord be praised.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Well, certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. There was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful.
Beautiful.
Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Stick the torch in the table. You need to add light at a night. Use your torch by holding.
Keep your old wives' tales to yourself. Anyway, you think Sigismund wouldn't have nothing?
We wouldn't have time to join forces.
You might be right.
Prepare for the worst. Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
Anyone?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and he's getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
May the Lord watch over you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out! People, move out!
What is it? And I love how while they're having a whole conversation, the village people are just like freezing in the rain, like, oh my god, they're still fucking talking.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
I didn't mention the sword. I could have gave him the sword that my dad
Henry,
made.
I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch at the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. I'll be with you.
Oh God. Barely tall enough to see anything. Watch at the battlement. You woke me up. The fuck? Probably telling all his men, oh yeah, we got somebody that owes me a favor. Everyone, it's party time. How's that?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Keep fine if you have to wait. Just show me what's what. Alright. One hour. Good thing. What's going on? How long are these shifts?
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
Yeah. I do like that guy.
Farewell.
My respects to you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
How about asking how long the shifts are? Fucking guard watch. Let's wait another hour. Wait, guys. Oh, shit. What's going on? What's that noise? Wait.
Let's go! Let's go! Move
What's going on?
it! Quick! Go! Go!
On the advance of one of the soldiers, I had a bit of a snooze, but then another alarm was sounded. Something's going on outside the castle. I must go and see what they're about.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Oh shit.
We're gonna hit them like skeletons.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratsig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratsik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
God be with you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Farewell.
Buy it from a trader at the tavern. So I need. This will cost you one. Uh,
Aye, them crowmen, with them horrible visors on their helmets.
I seen them. And you know what I heard from the merchants? Slice a cow or a man in two halves from the top.
all right. I got Robin streaming. I'm gonna end it there, guys. We'll pick it up. I actually really like this game. Very. I like the story. It's easy to follow. That's the thing that I like. Basically, there's a king that took over another king. I guess the other king is still alive, and the king that took over the other king. So it's like the Charles died, and then I forgot the guy that his son started with a W. It's like Winston. Let's just call him Winston. So Charles died, who was the good king, and his son Winston took over. And then Sigurd, his brother-in-law, or something like that. I forgot what his stepbrother, his half brother. That has to be his step. No, his half brother is his brother. Yeah, stepbrother. No, not stepbrother. I mean, it would be his stepbrother, but like biologically, it's his half brother. I mean, because I guess it's his father that had it with two different women, and not his mother. So his brother took over the throne, but the original son that had the throne is still alive somewhere, I believe. All right. So till then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to catch you guys on the next stream. Peace out. Stay black. Later.